Not really. So I'd say that when we talk about this, you talk about this consolidation and this energy, this pent-up energy, I agree. It's going to go one way or the other. I would say that, probably, earnings season is done. I would say that you should expect more volatility probably through August. But I would say what I would love to see is for this market to break down to maybe S&P 2500, because that's where you can go in and buy. Frankly, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that the pent-up energy is going to start to spike it up. And it's not from short sellers. It's because everybody is trying to hope that this market has run out of steam. When you look at places like Shake Shack, you can't stop earnings, even in overpriced stocks. I don't like Shake Shack. I don't like the burgers. I'm a vegan. But when a company like that is in high growth mode, and they actually put out some decent earnings, it's kind of a tell that the economy is fine, and you should expect better earnings between now and the end of the year. I wouldn't bet against that.
Steve, real quick, we got to go. Is there any special stock or idea that you like a lot here?
I still like Shake Shack's burgers, but I tell you right now, I would overweight the tech sector.
Right.
And I got to tell you right now, earnings seasons, we expected great earnings out of that, and the economy is doing better, but inflation's going to start spiking here in a little bit. With wages where they're at, with oil prices going up, you have to expect we're finally going to see some inflation growth, which means interest rates go up, and that's going to slow down the economy on the grand scheme. I'm not saying pullback, but if you're expecting another 2017 type return year, it mathematically can't happen.
Gentlemen, have a great weekend, and Lee, when you come to town, I'll try to find a vegan.
So they bring up a great point that it looks like the earnings in the stock market are really good, really solid, so you shouldn't see a major correction in the stock market because the numbers, right, the numbers are not supposed to lie. But the issue is that the stock market's been doing, if you've been following the stock market, it's been pretty flatline. And what's more interesting is, so crypto has kind of been similar to the stock market, where there was the big crash in the beginning of the year, and now it's kind of recovered. It's the same deal with the stock market, where if you're looking at the crypto graph, we're pretty much at the same point, but we're not as close. Well, no, if you do compare it to the all-time highs of 850 billion, you're right. So the crypto market and the stock market have been very, very similar, but what I'm looking for and what they have brought up is that, as inflation hits and the dollar begins to devalue and commodity prices go up, that's obviously bad for the stock market, but what's going to happen to cryptocurrency? Will cryptocurrency actually act like a commodity and begin to increase in value, especially if investors all over the globe, because remember, cryptocurrency is a global asset class. So if investors around the globe are dealing with because economies are tied together, and usually if there's a recession in the United States or in China or any of these other economies, we're all tied in together because it's a global economy. Will this then get investors to be like, hey, I want out of the stock market, I want out of the bond market? Bonds will go down in value if interest rates go up, which they did mention. So if bond prices are going down, stock prices are going down, real estate prices obviously are going down, does this mean that crypto will be an amazing asset class? Because not only is it an emerging technology, they mentioned, to get involved with tech stocks. And like I said, there's a lot of use case for cryptocurrency in the future. It hasn't been realized yet, but and the easiest one is just money transfer. If crypto begins to eat into that market share, and a lot of underdeveloped economies that have very bad inflation start to adopt more and more crypto, we're seeing a lot of growth. So I want to see crypto break away from the stock market. We haven't really seen that yet, but only time will tell. And I personally have been holding a large cash position, so I've been slowly selling my stocks. I might regret it because the earnings look good and the stock market could, be on a crazy bull run, which I unfortunately will miss some of it. I'm about 25% equities right now and about less than 10% bonds, and I'm like 55%, 60% cash. And the main reason I'm in cash is because I also feel like if there isn't a dip in the stock market, there might be a dip in the crypto market, so I can buy more. But only time will tell. So let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys soon.